We do say that MPP has the men and the women. So there were a lot of people, both men and women, who were being mentioned here and there. But then in trying to select somebody for a particular job, the person must fit a certain time and a certain vacuum. So we have selected an ordinary flag bearer. And as we do this time around, we are going the other way around. So we also have to come to the stronghold of the party, look at the other dynamics that can help the flag bearer win the 2024 election. So I think it is just to win the flag bearership race for the party that Dr. Matthew Prempeh was.
In your view, what additional quality does it bring to the table to complement that of the flag bearer?
I think the other mentioned members also have other better qualities. But to me, his youthful exuberance, his effectiveness, and his steadfast. What I see of him is that if he undertakes any venture, until he succeeds, he doesn't rest. So I think these are some of the qualities that Dr. Prempeh will bring to the forth or to the table to help the flag bearer win the 2024 elections come December 7th.
Thank you so much. I also have another party functionary here. Also, then I Dr. Prempeh, who said among the lot na na Mudino. Now would you say on the
Yeah. Ghana there no BN so no anebe. Wa MPP. The near MPP ni Mapabia now is BN say doctor anebe. Yeah.
Now Oba so then a man here different from a year. Would you say mamu mujidie any nkran say
so we run inside no. Okay atmosphere na energy yeah Masemaya Santiman enyina ye dey ba be share doctor ne eye vice ya. Utimu say nkunimdie ne de e wo ho ma yeah. Mavis, so I've been speaking to some of the party functionaries. Just a while ago, you heard the MCE for Asante Mampo, Mr. Thomas Apia Kubi, and another party functionary speaking to us. I'm now approaching one of the former executives of the party, Mr. Abankwah Yeboah, and a sitting MP to engage them about their views about the whole situation. I would want to start with Mr. Abankwah Yeboah, then I'll zero in on the MP. Mr. Abankwah Yeboah, good morning.
Morning.
We are lucky to have had you this morning. You are live on GBC News, one of the TV channels of GBC. And we are also being watched across the globe on Ghana Broadcasting Corporation Live. This morning, do I start with there were a number of names that were bandied about as possible running mates to Dr. Dr. Bawumia. Among the lot, did you ever foresee Dr. Poku Prempeh as the possible running mates?
Good morning to viewers. First of all, what I would say is that with our party, the putting up of a running mate comes from the flag bearer. And as you said, we're possible candidates, but the flag bearer is the one who decides. And the last time he brought out the name Poku Prempeh, he said he had some benchmarks, and he used that to guide him with advice from Council of Elders and other party persons to be able to arrive at Dr. Poku Prempeh. And I believe it's the right choice because as a party, we rally behind the elephant. And therefore, so long as the choice is up, the party leadership, party members, all the grassroots will have to rally around the elephant to make sure that victory we expect in December is achieved.
In your view, what additional quality is Dr. Poku Prempeh bringing to the table to complement that of Dr. Bawumia?
What he's bringing is a very strong force and a competitive one. Because God being so good, coincidentally, the vice president of the NDC was a former minister for education. And Dr. Matthew Poku Prempeh also was a former minister of education. So it is for Ghanaians to put together their various roles and delivery in the course of their service, to be able to compare, and I believe Matthew Poku Prempeh will be given a plus. In one minister's term, chalk was even difficult to come by. In that of Matthew Poku Prempe, a lot of things were done, including implementation of free SHS, building of and expansion of senior high schools and other things. So I believe we have a lot on our plate, and the combination of Martin and Dr. Bawumia will definitely give us the victory for December.
Okay. Now, everything was pointing to the fact that you were going to come to Ashanti region and no any other region. And in your view, is that the choice of Dr. Poku Prempe what you expected from Ashanti region as the one you obviously needed?
In choice of candidates, it has to do with certain qualities, abilities, and also for us as a party to market whatever candidate comes out. And I believe it's the preserve of the flag bearer to bring that person to the Council of Elders and the party for selection. And this was done. And that nomination has been endorsed. And so it's for us as a party to market the flag bearer and its running mate appropriately so that we achieve our agenda for Victory 2024.
I'm grateful, Mr. Abankwah Yeboah. Maybe I've been speaking with Mr. Abankwah Yeboah, a former National Treasurer of the MPP. Now I have a sitting MP and a former Minister of State to speak to. Madam, good morning.
Good morning.
Madam, I hope you are well.
By His grace, I'm doing very well. You can see that I'm very happy this morning.
We thank God. So I'm speaking to Madam Frida Prempe, the sitting MP for Sano South, Sano North. Yes. Madam, did you foresee the choice of Mr. Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe coming?
Well, I'm not the flag bearer, so I cannot speak to that, but I believe that a lot of consultation, a lot of benchmarking, a lot of dialogue took place before the flag bearer decided on Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe. All the other people who came to light are equally competent and capable of partnering Dr. Bawumia. But a lot of other things came into play, and I will not be in the position to talk about. He is a flag bearer. He has the right to decide who wants to be this running mate. If it had been about Fireboy, it would have been he had decided to. And I believe that he made a very good choice. Matthew Poku Prempe really complements his ethnicity and religion complements that of Dr. Bawumia. He's a grassroots person. He's a very likable person in terms of his leadership qualities. And you see, I have been in Parliament with Napo. This is my third time. This is his fourth time running. He's a colleague in Parliament. He's a colleague in Cabinet. He's a friend. He's a brother. Both of us come from this house. I'm also a friend. He's a friend. I've known Napo. We attended the same primary school actually, even though I was 2 years or 3 years ahead of Napo. But Napo is a very affable person. He's a very generous person. He appeals to the grassroots. I believe that politics is about numbers. Politics is about multiplying the grassroots. Politics is about speaking to the people. And Napo has that charisma to sway people. He has the charisma to appeal to the grassroots of the party, apart from the rank and file of the party. So I believe that this is very unique in the sense that this is the first time we're getting a running mate from Parliament. So he's going to bridge the gap between the MPs and the executive as well. He's going to bring a lot of diversity into the campaign. And you can see that here, the way it's charged in the Ashanti region. The Ashanti region is a stronghold. And they're also happy that the flag bearer have settled on what I would say, somebody from the Ashanti to complement it. And I believe that this is he's going to make the campaign very exciting. Now, for somebody who creates a lot of humor, when he comes to Parliament, you should see the number of MPs from the other side, from the minority side.
some product into the country.
This is Agona Yakrum, and behind me is a bridge, of course, on the river Accra, which is one of the major rivers within this area.
We'll be in the Savannah region, we'll go to the northeast region, and we will be telling you a lot more about the people's expectation ahead of election 2024.
Get to know more about Bono and Ahafo regions.
Residents of Kambali and Dobile can now heave a sigh of relief following the construction of these culverts, even during the rainy season. Reporting for Real Time, Salah Abdul Wahab. Wow.
It is also anticipated that within the next 10 years, Okwasi and its enclave will become self-sustaining, self-reliant, economically, socially, with or without gold mining activities.
These children are looking up to God, they are looking up to central government, they are looking up to you and I to have a convenient learning environment for them to be able to rise up to be responsible citizens in this country.
Real Time, your eyes to the regions. Showing on your screens from Monday to Thursday at 11 a.m. and on Fridays at 1 p.m.
I'm handing back to you in the studio, but in your shot, you can see the gathering of the chiefs. Just a moment, and I'll give you a shot of how packed the place has begun to be. Yes, all this. Now we have the Manson Kwanta Paramount Chief with his Queen Mother beside him. We also have the Chief of Bampata and a diplomat, Nana Ifa Abetu. Also in the shot, we have Bank Mahini, also in the shot. So you have quite a number of the chiefs who are already seated and ready for the presentation and introduction of Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh. Maybe if you have anything to ask, I'm ready for you.
So these are sights and sounds from Manhyia Palace, where Nicholas is standing by currently. He just gone by. He was just interviewing some party officials and state persons on Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh's nomination.
The MPN, I'm unable to hear from you directly from the studio, but I'm sure you are indicating that we will be going up here from here, and then later we will return to see what is happening here in Kumasi. So back to you in the studio, babies.
Exactly, Nicholas. Thank you so much. At least you have given us some sights and sounds from Manhyia. So quickly, we know that we're going to hear something from the Jubilee Park later on in the afternoon, which the program might start around 2 o'clock. Thank you so much. So that was Nicholas bringing us up to speed on what is happening currently in Kumasi. So Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh, together with MPP executives and leadership, are currently in Manhyia Palace, where Napo will be officially introduced to the Asantehene, the overlord of Asante Mai, or said to the Prempeh, so that officially he will be introduced customarily and traditionally to the land that he has been accepted as the running mate for Dr. Bawumia. So in the interviews, he has been described as a formidable choice for the party, of which they are calling on all rank and file to support them to win 2024 general elections. So later on in the day, we are expected to have the official unveiling at the Jubilee Park, where it is expected to have significant figures like the President, the Council of Elders, members of Parliament, and other key members. So for now, Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh's seat is vacant, of which they are trying to ensure that some people or other aspirants vie for that position. We go for a very quick break to gag some interviews from other regions on the expectations of this afternoon, or what is happening this afternoon in the regions as well. Thanks for staying on. Still watching Real Time, coming to you live from our studios here in Accra and streaming live on our Facebook channel, GBC Ghana. So we are still talking about the official unveiling of Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh. We saw some pictures from Kumasi, of which we want to see what is happening in Tamale as well, what people are expecting or their views on the nomination. So Mutala is online. Mutala, good morning.
Good morning, Mavis.
Yes, just go ahead with what is happening, where you are, and what are the party people saying, whether Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh is the best choice.
Thank you very much, Mavis. And we are coming to you live from one of the offices of the New Patriotic Party. It is called the Big Six office here. And it is a rallying point for party supporters across the northern region. The party office itself is situated between Tamale Central and the Sanarugu constituencies. And unfortunately this morning, you can see, on a normal day, this place is filled to capacity with party foot soldiers from morning till sometimes some of them leave here at about 10 p.m. But today it is an empty space. I'm left with just these two young men here who are sitting. We are told that party activists, most of them in this region, have all left. Tell us, where are your people this morning?
Good morning. I'm from Big Six member. Some of their executives, they are not around. So I'm presenting for them to talk to you.
So where are they?
They went to Kumasi.
Okay.
So we call one of executives to come. From the way to come here to talk to you. So I'm presenting for him to talk small for him to come.
All right. Faisal, yeah, thank you. So basically what Faisal is telling us here is that most of the party foot soldiers in this region, the executives, they have all left for Kumasi for the unveiling, leaving just him and one of his friends here. Fortunately for me, I've come along with my morning show host on Radio Savannah, Abubakar Sadiq Suleimana. He has been interviewing and hosting most of these politicians, and when Napo was outdoored as a running mate to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia for the 2024 elections, he hosted a number of people. Sadiq, what are the impressions you are picking on the grounds? First of all, the ordinary person, and then we'll now look at what the MPP executives and foot soldiers here are saying.
In fact, the whole region, anybody who matters and cares about politics was anxiously waiting to hear who the vice president and the flag bearer of the MPP will choose to partner him in the 2024 general elections. A lot of people ask questions as to when this announcement was going to be made. Even before it, we all heard the stories, the reports, the surveys that came out pointing to Napo as the choice for the flag bearer of the MPP. So it didn't come as a surprise to many because of these surveys and these stories or reports that have already portrayed him to be the candidate. However, when he was finally announced, the NEC on his part has tried so much possible to paint him as an arrogant person. They tried to use the recent outbursts and the recent issue that has to refer with the Dunsor timetable to paint him as an arrogant person, for which reason he will not add any value to the MPP going into the 2024 general election. But the MPP on his hand has tried to juxtapose his achievements to that of the former education minister, who's also the running mate, John Dramani Mahama, saying that it was under her regime that we had lack of chalks, some schools didn't have chalks, and even schools in northern Ghana, students had to move out of school and come and stay home for some time because of lack of feeding grants. And for which reason, if they are comparing the two, Napo stands tall and will be a very good choice to join Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia to win the seat or to win the country for the MPP coming to this general elections 2024. So it's been a banter of argument between who is better placed than the other and who performed better in the education ministry than the other.
No, this is obvious. You talk to the MPP foot soldiers here, and they are 100% behind Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and Napo. You talk to the NDC, and Napo is nobody to be considered a running mate. In fact, according to them, it's a big mistake to have elected him to partner Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. And that is the sentiment that our morning show host on Radio Savannah, Abubakar Siddiq Suleimana, has been expressing here, because he's been hosting all these people in the studios of Radio Savannah during the morning shows. Now, maybe if you have further questions, we want to listen to you, and then otherwise, I'll continue the conversation with Sadiq.
Please do continue the conversation with him, since you are with him. Currently, there is nobody at the office now, so continue with the conversations.
Right. So, Sadiq, from your own perspective, witness Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh here in the region. 2 years ago, I was with him. He came around, went visited our secondary schools, and ended up at the Bewa Palace with the Yana. I remember then telling a colleague that from the way he was speaking, telling the Yana, I'm your son and I'm here to seek your blessings. The words, his choice of words on the occasion made me tell a colleague that I suspect this man would likely be a running mate to any person who emerges the candidate, particularly Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. So I am not surprised when the name came up. At your own level, what do you know of Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh, and what do you make of his personality?
I think he's a great personality. If you take his stature, he's someone, once he shows up, you feel like he overshadow you with his stature. And he's someone who speaks well too. And having to combine him with Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, I believe he will bring a lot to the table. A lot of people are trying to judge him based on his performance as the energy minister, taking out his performance as the Minister for Education. While some have tried to say or argue that it was the then Deputy Minister for Education who achieved all the successes today we are crediting to Napo. However, he was the head. And even if today Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia performed creditably better, the credit will still go to Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. So we believe that it was under his supervision that all these things happened. And for we in the North, we know how we suffered when it comes to education. Even if it was free, we still pay something. And that thing was not easy for a lot of people. And most of the MPs in this area, during that time of admissions, have to vacate their homes and never want to come because people were knocking on their doors, asking for school fees to pay their war school fees. Today, it's a thing of the past because of free senior high school. They are no longer asking for these amounts of money to help them pay their students' school fees. And you yourself can see the number of people who went to school due to free senior high school. So he's an individual that we can't just sweep in the carpet and listen to the opposition and claim that he has nothing to bring. What else do you expect them to say? Well, they have to make him look like he has nothing to offer. But all in all, he has something to offer, and we should be looking out for him as far as the two pair are concerned, because Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is not an easy person to walk past through. So the NDC knows that, and for which reason they are trying as much as possible to discredit he and Napo, and for which reason the argument they are putting up about him. But he's a great personality we are looking out for. And we want to hear from him this evening what he has to tell Ghanaians. That will set the pace for us to follow.
You are also in the media, considering the fact that some people consider him, in quotes, an arrogant person. What should his handlers be doing to ensure that they clean him of this tag, and so he can forge forward? Because the word arrogant, in fact, the definitions vary. It's highly subjective. If you come to the country Ghana, anyone who is assertive, for example, is considered arrogant, is considered difficult. Somebody who speaks his mind is considered same way. What should his handlers be doing to clear him of this tag? Yesterday, for example, I spoke with some persons on the street who said, look, his comments about diploma teachers was an unfortunate one. And then the recent one where he asked Ghanaians to create their own timetable for Dumso was an unfortunate comment. What should he be doing now to clear these things so that he can focus on his campaign? Because these things are going to come until election day.
Yeah. I think that the greatest lesson he can learn is to learn from his boss, the Vice President and flag bearer of the MPP. If you want to talk about Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, nobody can talk about him being arrogant. You always need to be that humble gentleman, that partner, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, and make the victory of the MPP 2016 possible. Because most of us in the North, we believe that it was Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia in 2016 who secured victory for the MPP. For which reason, having someone like Napo to partner him, Napo shouldn't look different from his boss, because the attitude and the traits his boss carries should be what he's also carrying. Because you see, we as media or the people outside there, when you speak, They are looking for that one thing that will make the headline. They are looking for that one thing that will prove their point that you are arrogant. So every statement he's going to make in the public domain should be considered a statement that is appealing to Ghanaians, especially at this moment we find ourselves in this country with the economic challenges and the living standards going up and high prices in food and commodities. They should be appealing to Ghanaians. All what they are saying should be appealing to Ghanaians, to try to appeal to Ghanaians to let us understand that yes, we got here due to some circumstances and they are ready to take us out of the situation. But to still to make us look like they are okay, and for which reason, whether we like it or not, we have to vote for them. That is where the MPP will capitalize on his that alleged tag of him being arrogant and be able to have their way through. So his handlers should be very careful on what he say at which place, because even what you do at every place is something that we should be looking out for. Also, we saw pictures that circulated when he knelt in front of the vice president to listen to something. People are using that to justify that he is not arrogant. It's just people saying that, but he's really a humble person because he's also from a traditional home.
Well, definitely, handlers do have some work to do to clear him of this tag of an arrogant person. Of course, they will be scrutinizing every comment, every word that comes out of Napo henceforth. But this also implies that the campaign season has officially begun, and I can't wait to see what happens between now and December 7th, 2024. Back to you in the studio, Mavis.
Thank you so much, Mutal. Exactly, the campaign season has just started. So it means that there's nobody in the office now. What about the two people standing behind you?
They are here, unfortunately, authorized to speak to us. But your final comment before we go, what do you make of Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh?
I'm happy that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia produced him to come together to do campaign to win NDC. So, inshallah, we bless God that we are going to win the election in Ghana.
Right. Thank you very much, Mavis. And the confidence here is high. He believes that with Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh, they will win the elections come December 7th, 2024. Back to studio, Mavis.
Thank you so much, Mutala. Everybody is anxious, or everybody is in great expectation of the outcome of today and in future what is going to happen for a peaceful general election. So people are describing Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh as a formidable team with Dr. Bawumia, of which they are pledging to have a free and fair elections. So we are hoping to hear what Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh will be saying later in the afternoon. So I have Mahabono East Regional Correspondent also online to tell us what people are thinking about today's unveiling and expectations in 2024 general elections. So Sammy, good afternoon. It's still morning. Good morning. Where are you currently and what is happening?
Good morning, Mavis. Good morning, Mavis. Thank you very much for having us this morning. It's a very bright day here in Techiman. If you can see, this is Techiman Township, and then the preparations are underway for our market to start tomorrow to Friday. This is the only regional capital where we have 3 days to celebrate or like observe a market here Thursday and then Friday. I'm on the streets and I'm to speak with some of the party faithful to find out their take on the unveiling of the running mate to Vice President Dr. Bawumia, who is the flag bearer of the NPP in this year's general election. Welcome to GTV Real Time News. Thank you. Okay. Napo, that is Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh, MP for Manhyia South, is going to be unveiled today as the running mate of Dr. Bawumia in this election. What is your take?
Oh, okay. Thank you for the opportunity given to me. This morning, I'm highly impressed about the outdooring of our running mates, which is Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh, as the running mate for our flag bearer, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Alhaj. I'm happy
that now NPP, we have a solid team. He is going to campaign for 2024 election. So for now, what I will say is we are praying to all the party faithful that now that the party has decided that we are having Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia for the president, president to take it, and Dr. Machobo Pepe as the running mate, we are saying that they should all support so that 2024 we are going to break the 8. For that one, there is no doubt. So I would say that now Techiman South, Techiman Municipal as well, we are happy and we support what the presidential candidate for the MPP, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, has done for the party. So we are in support of Dr. Machobo Pepe for the running mate.
How do you see the partnership? Were you expecting a different person?
Oh, first and foremost, we will say that it's a party decision. The party has decided, and we have no say in it. The only thing that we will say is the party should come together, then we should fight for the 2024 presidency for the MPP. So for Bawumia and Napo, I would say that it was meant to happen. It was meant to happen. Bawumia was to choose Napo as the running mate, because when you go to the Ashanti region, Napo is someone who is a grassroots person, and someone who loves the party faithful in Ashanti region, and not Ashanti region alone, the whole Ghana. So for their partnership, I know that it's going to be a solid team for the party.
You know, Ashanti region is the NPP stronghold.
Yes.
Do you think Napo will be able to garner more votes for the vice president? Because Napo's picture will not be on the ballot paper come December 7th.
Yes. Napo is going to give the party about 90% votes in Ashanti region. Napo is somebody that I see him as a unifier, as Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Napo is a hardworking man that I know that taking Napo as a running mate for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, Ashanti region is going to pull out, is going to come out and vote in their numbers to thank Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and Napo for what they have done. For Napo, when Napo was in the education sector, we know what Napo did. At the time that NDC, our grandma, the running mate for GM, the grandmother, our grandmother, when she was the education minister, they cancelled nursing training allowance, they cancelled teacher training allowance. It was Napo, when Napo became the education minister, Napo restored all of them. There are so many things that we can say that Napo has done when he was the education minister. Even when he moved from education ministry to the energy ministries, Napo has done so many things. Okay, so for Napo, I will say that Kumasi Ashanti region is going to vote in their numbers for NPP.
Well, there was this comment that about when we were having some power outages from Napo, that if you can all come out with your own, what is the name, timetable or doing some timetable. What is your take on that comment?
Napo comment wasn't a bad one. Okay, because he knew what he was doing for the energy sector. So Napo is not like former President John Dramani Mahama, who told us that it's due to the charging of our phone that has caused doing so. And if we want power, we should pay more. Okay? Napo told us that things are on course. It was due to Napo influence and President that American power plant was, I think the car power was brought to Kumasi. Now we have seen that we have no doing so, because Napo knew what he was doing. That he has given himself about 3 months. That's 3 months that power outage was elapsed, and it was truly within 3 months that power outage was elapsed. And now we are not experiencing doomsday in Ghana. So I would say that comment that Napo made, it was like people were pushing Napo to come out to give out a timetable so that they will insist on it that yes, there is Tumso, and which was not it was a challenge that we faced, and the challenge has been addressed. So that comment I would say that it was not necessary for Napo to come out and say that we have a Tumso, so this is the timetable that we are going to use to address it.
So there is this tag to that he is arrogant. What is your take on that?
Napo is not arrogant. Okay. Napo is not arrogant. I see Napo to be somebody that he speaks out the truth.
Okay.
And in Ghana, what I've seen that if you speak out the truth, people will tell you that you are arrogant. Okay. Napo always speaks out the truth. And we have been saying that how to speak out the truth so that people will know the kind of person that you are. So speaking out the truth, I'm telling you, is something that people are going to say that you are arrogant, but Napo is not arrogant. Okay. For that one, Napo is not arrogant.
So what are some of the things that you think Napo should do to address this kind of tags on him?
After today's program, okay, I would say that Napo should come out and try to address some of the issues that, or some of the complaints that the people were, allegations that they were putting on him. So he should come out and address it to their understanding, for them to also understand that this was what he meant when he was saying all those things. So for these allegations there, I know that the due time will come. Napo will come out and address all these things.
Techiman, there is always a place like from 2020. All eyes are on us here in Techiman South constituency. Going into the elections, you the communicators. Sometimes some of your comments on air, radio, TV is not good at all. What will you guys be doing different to make sure that we have a peaceful election in Techiman South and the country at large?
What I will say is, now our opponents don't have a message, okay, to sell it to the people of Ghana. NPP, we are having the message. What the opponent will do is, will always try to push you to the wall so that you also say something. But what I will say to all the communicators is, we should be focused on our projects. We should be focused on our communication about selling our flag bearer and our parliamentary candidate. Now, going into 2024, what I will say is, anytime that we go to the radio, we go to the house-to-house campaign, we should tell the people what the party has done up to now, what the party has done, and what the party will be doing when the mandate is being given to us again. When we break the 8, I know that there are so many things that the party is doing. So we shouldn't focus on what our opponent will be saying, that our flag bearer is a liar, it's their own cup of tea. But we should focus on that project that the party has done. That is going to help us. That we are going, if we sell it to the people of Ghana, the people of Ghana is going to accept it. The people of Ghana have seen what the party has done, or what the NPP government has done for the people of Ghana. So they are going to, I know that definitely they are going to vote for us 2024.
Can you walk us through some of the things the party has done here in Techiman South?
Techiman South, it is due to the intervention of the party that now we are having it's due to the party now we are having regional coordinating council. Now we are having health insurance regional office in Techiman. Now, due to the party intervention and our MP, Honorable Management Acosta, now we are having about 7 to 8 road charts in Techiman South. Now, free SHS is ongoing in Techiman. So there are so many things that we can elaborate on. So what I would say is, communicators should continue propagating the good work of the party than to focus on the attacks from our opponents. As for the project that you have done so many things. Now, as Techiman, we can see that the DBLA road, due to the government intervention and our MPs, it has been tarred. And the Tunswasi road, it has been tarred. Now, we have so many things that is also coming on board, that the MP is also bringing on board. So, there are so many things that the party has done in Techiman South. And going to as we go to 2024 elections and beyond.
So your final message to the good people of Techima South and then everybody watching you.
People of Techima South, I'll urge them and plead to them that they should look at what the party has done for the good people of Ghana. That Techima has had a share. Now, so many projects are ongoing. Now Techima is having a ultra-modern astrotech that is ongoing in between gyms. There are so many things going that the FP is also of Techima. Let's all come in numbers. That 7th December 2024. Let's vote for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia as the president and vote for Honorable Masud. And I know that they are going to do more work for the people of Techima. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I have been engaging George. He is one of the stalwart MPP communicators here in Techima and the Bono East at large, and he has been sharing with us unveiling of the running mate to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Gates of the campaign is finally opened here in the Bono East region.
Thank you so much, Sami, for coming through with us from Techiman. Techiman people are ensuring, or they are trying to push for peace ahead of the elections, and their expectations are same, right from what Kumasi people are saying and right from what the Northern Region people are also saying. So yeah, this afternoon or later in the day, the New Patriotic Party will officially unveil Dr. Matthew Poku Prempeh, known as Napo, as a running mate to the flag bearer, Dr. Bawumia, for the 2024 general elections. So ahead of the time or ahead of the day, we are looking at opinions or people's views on what is happening, the expectations on what is to happen this afternoon. But Dr. Matthew Prempeh has been officially introduced to the Otumfo of the Ashanti land. So we want to go quickly to Sunyani to see what people in Sunyani also expect from the Bawumia Napo team. Samantha, if you are there, good afternoon. Tell us where you are and what is happening there. Okay, so currently, as we had live interviews from Kumasi, that is Manhyia Palace Inner Court. So Dr. Matthew Poku Prempeh is being introduced to Otumfo to officially be blessed as the selected or the elected running mate for the flag bearer, Dr. Bawumia. We took you to Bono East, where Techiman people are all happy that the Bawumia Napo team is going to be a formidable one. So Dr. Matthew Poku Prempeh, before his being appointed or being elected or nominated as a running mate, he was the educational minister, and currently he is the energy minister, of which his seat at Manhyia too has been given out because he has been elevated. So we are saying that the Manhyia seat, parliamentary seat, is now vacant, though Parliament is yet to make an official declaration. So the party has pledged or is pledging a free and fair electoral process and urged prospective aspirants to be mindful of their utterances ahead of the elections, because it's an internal affair, of which there are reports that Napo's brother, Nana Osei Efriye Prempeh, is reportedly vying for the same seat over there. So we go for a very quick break as we link up with Sami from the Sunyani. Sami, are you there? Yes, Sami is there. So tell us what is happening in Sunyani.
But last number 900.
So Samantha is still standing by. Samantha is still standing by in Sunyani to tell us more. Sami, we can hear you. If you can hear us, tell us what is happening where you are.
Yes, I'm in Sunyani and Sunyani Teka University campus, and I've been combing the campus trying to find people to share their opinions on the unveiling of Dr. Opoku Prempeh as the vice presidential candidate in the coming elections for the NPP. But finally, I've got a few gentlemen who are going to share their opinions with that. I have with me Mejina Kwesi, a resident of Sunyani, and quickly I want us to zoom into action. Baumia Weyi Dr. Opoku Prempeh as the vice presidential candidate. Who say?
Oh, I think, in politics, it's not about personality. It is about what you can offer to your people. So just the fact that Matthew Opoku Prempeh is coming from Manhyia, Ashanti region, I don't think it will impact BR. But when you come to Bono region, let me reduce it to my level where I am. Situation that we found ourselves in. Our roads network is very terrible. Very, 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 very bad situation. We don't have potable water to drink. And you see, water, we say, is life. And when we talk of health facilities, what are you talking about? We lacking a lot. We just had a naming ceremony of the regional hospital into the teaching hospital.
I'm struggling to see the link between your opinion on the vice presidential candidate and the problems of Sunyani. Can you help me? What is the link? I'm asking you your opinion about the vice presidential candidate of the NPP.
We are fed up with slogans. We are fed up with the slogans in this country. Planting for food and jobs. 1 million, one constituency. Where is the 1 million constituency? These are sloganeering.
Any positive on the livelihood of the Ghanaian. So let's go to Matthew Opoku. So do you think that the choice of Matthew Opoku Prempeh will be good for Baumia to be able to solve some of these challenges if they get a nod, if they win the election? The choice of Dr. Opoku Prempeh as his running mate, could you think that could help Sunyani resolve some of the challenges that we have with our roads, water, uncompleted projects and all that? It cannot, because Baumia himself, I think, what a running mate. Just an opinion. Just an opinion. Or vice president for the Republic. Oh, come on, Daniel. The vice president has to look. Vice president. Look, Mata, you don't build a nation like that, too. Like if everybody says they won't talk.
Network there from Bono in Sunyani. So we go for a very quick break, after which probably we take you to Tema if our lines are okay with us. Do stay.
Some individuals and business operators continue to find their way out to smuggle in some products into the country.
This is Agona Yakrum, and behind me is a bridge, of course, on the river Accra, which is one of the major rivers within this area.
We'll be in the Savannah region, we'll go to the northeast region, and we will be telling you a lot more about the people's expectation ahead of election 2024.
Get to know more about Bono and Ahafo regions.
Residents of Kambali and Dobile can now heave a sigh of relief following the construction of this culvert, even during the rainy season. Reporting for Race Time, Salah Abdul Wahab. Wow.
It is also anticipated that within the next 10 years, Okwasi and its enclave will become self-sustaining, self-reliant economically, socially, with or without gold mining activities.
These children are looking up to God, they are looking up to central government, they are looking up to you and I to have a convenient learning environment for them to be able to rise up to be responsible citizens in this country.
Real time, your eyes to the regions. Showing on your screens from Monday to Thursday at 11 a.m. and on Fridays at 1 p.m.
Thanks for staying on. You're still watching Real Time, coming to you live from our studios here in Accra and streaming live on our Facebook channel, GBC Ghana. So we are looking at people's expectations or views or opinions on Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh's official nomination or official unveiling this afternoon in Kumasi. So Michael is standing by to tell us what is happening in Tema. So Michael, good afternoon and thanks for joining us. Tell us what is happening in Tema.
Okay, thank you so much, Mavis, and a very good afternoon to our viewers also. So we are currently at Tema Community 1 Casino, to be specific. This area, if you are really familiar about Tema, this is Casino area. There is a particular place they call Modesco Car Park. That's exactly where we are. We are trying to engage with passerbys and probably some party faithful also to find out from them the official unveiling of Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh and what their expectations are. According to the NPP, their main agenda is to break the 8, and they are hoping to do that with Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh. Last week, the NEC and elders of the party accepted the nomination of Dr. Opoku Prempeh, and today is the official unveiling, and it's a big day for the NPP. You can understand. Having also monitored a report that we have put out so far across the country, you would see that the excitement is high, and so we have some few people of the public to find out from them. We have Mr. Ajiman to tell us about how the feeling is like. He is a party person and will tell us how the feeling is like and what the expectation and what Dr. Prempeh is bringing on board. Good afternoon. Last week, Matthew Opoku Prempeh etumu and then your official unveiling. Saying a feeling it among Tema. And said Tema so the Ebano MPP money ebopa. It is saying what Tema say.
Madam say your friend Akwesi Ajimai. Youth for Bawumia president, national president, na meka say, Osha, members are much of when she na a year, one year, Niger, say Alaji Mahmoud Dr. Bawumia, Etimayi, Ubia, where Babu say one kasa, or Manhyia, Yebebuno, a Babunu, or mine was Yebu, Yutina, where I to you say youth for Bawumiano, say a Riasano as a son, now so also you be of as a Riasano, and you know, Yenano. Yeah, they say, Yetima Mako Prempeh ono oyobia sa wo hwe adwuma wadi energy sector ho adwuma obedi wo ho no a kama na wo cover mu krampo no na free education ba no so wo hwe the way no was asom na wotimi kutaye no sa wo hwe wo mienu ene na Opoku Ajimaya and this for a year a omayi no a wotumi say entare to say kama na Opoku Ajimaya no wo ho no our education minister no on the ma chalk nyina esan ya na enya chalk kwa na atwere na wo hwe enipa ye na azisi ya waba mbabu na wecha na so a efekeke yetimi se 8 na ese break no mpenimfo no atima ayeye ya apeso ade amaye ye pe no maye amaye no to hwe a tam ha de esen ye bo eni gem ne ye wo ti se wo matima yi nipa set enipa we a se won mwaye e otim break 8.
And then Matthew Opoku Prempeh edeba on board abe making sure all support to Bawumia to break this 8. Now GDN to say what Matthew Opoku Prempeh and Dr. Bawumia 8 no move to me breaking.
The amount obeti you bet my breaking this and medical can say tamana ye wo cover mu kwampo no papa we na wo ye education minister. So where the way no teach to am atam kwa na ye free education neighbor fresh no. Na a challenge Bawumba we timi jan na so atutu ne ma badru Prempeh so yi. We was akọ energy sector ho no enema wasa koso na nsebu hu se na yesekane ekono wo siesie nema ama bibia to kwan enti nipa we no na obeka Alaji Mahmood Dr. Bawumia ho abetima boaye ama ye break 8 no enti ye solid permutation no matima ye no na meda Alaji Mahmood Dr. Bawumia so watima so de ye atima ye supporters de ye pe ama ye enti won ye solid
na so say ka say like Dr. Mahmood Opoku Prempeh almost say like he's arrogant. There are so many other things almost against say enti it's not good for
na po ye obi a ewiasa ha na obi mpesisi a yes so we arrogant so obi ye pepepe ya yes so we arrogant and this for na ekasa because of musuro no ye say aba we ekoto no enya abada form ye ko obi a waja ne na so a omutwa anso omutwa obetiem sa nipa no ene Matthew enti so aba won na betima boa yen enti no and this for na ekasa won ambibi ni bi aka biza daddy to say enya obi a obetima bi gina ho so oman eya obabunu man yo a ebebu oman no enya enkokora enya monopause for yentimi ko fa monopause for mba ese embubu oman no abra yentintie maburu ne ebu oman no entimi da mase
okay so enti you also ode kakra be kan nomination ya aba out ya ene omoye unveiling no also ohun ni sen Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh ene Dr. Bawumia combination also ohun ni sen
man ejuma oba party ni mu no 2016 ananado buy all the free education buy no Opoku Prempeh no was education ni mu ma education na be great wow Ghana the whole Africa obi enu a waye edwuma te say leader bi enu a waba otuma ye edwuma te say the whole world lenchi ama uko America, Germany, other countries ni na education ama country ne tumpon enti nanado di free education ne ba no Opoku Prempeh so party ni mu so education ni ma education ne tumpon enti na Mahmood Bawumia mo try say who say yes only the best manner as omuyi no enti wo yi na ba no start breaking 8 no da hope through do
so okay so person dey
person dey akaka said the two choice na another two people no a perfectly choice is we Ghana your problem here economy and education but we president Dr. Bawumia or no for economy and a dagita hono nyina dia dia say we ye ho adwuma yie pa enti wait napono awon so what experience what education mo no I hope say akopɛ no Ghana we have a future.
Okay, so those are the sentiments being said. Maybe it's by some community members. I think all these party people are very hopeful that together with Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh and they will be able to break the 8. Also, then
I now understand the word it is possible. Yeah, initially I didn't understand it well, but I've now come to understand it is possible very, very well. With Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh combination with His Excellency the Vice President, it's very a solid combination, and it is possible we are going to break the 8. You see the implementation of the free SHS. Initially, Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh was the Vice President, and with his power and with his commitment, they were able to implement the policy, and it has helped a lot of people in the country. So with Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh, I'm sure we are going to break the 8, and we are very excited and much happy about the policy and the implementation of what they are about to bring on board. So we are very grateful. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, so maybe these are the sentiments we shared here in Tema. Also with high expectation and with high hope that the combination of Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh and Dr. Mahmood Bawumia, they are hopeful that they will be able to break the 8. They've been touting the achievements of Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh, both in the education sector and in the energy sector. And so viewers should just keep logged up here on our screen. When the official is done, we would also be here to still talk to some more of our
Thank you so much, Michael. I was just waiting for you to wrap up. So thank you so much for this afternoon. You came all the way from Tema to tell us what sampled views on what people are saying, their reactions on today, which is a big day for the New Patriotic Party, which they officially unveiling or introducing Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh, known as Napo, as the running mate to its flag bearer, Dr. Bawumia, for the 2024 general elections. So the event is expected to take place in Kumasi this afternoon, but earlier in the day, Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh has been introduced to Otumfuo Osei at Manhyia for his blessing as the son of the land. So we know that Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh is the MP for Manhyia South, but because he has been elevated, his position or the seat is now vacant, of which they are looking out for people to stand in for that vacant position. Though Parliament is yet to make an official declaration, but the party has pledged a free and fair election process and urged prospective aspirants to be mindful of the utterances since it is an internal one. So Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh is a medical doctor and a politician, and he has been running as the presidential and MP for the past 4 years, 8 years. He is 56 years, and he is the immediate, as I said, he's the immediate past Manhyia South constituency MP. For his education, he started from the Ashanti region, a suburb in Kumasi, Ashanti New Town, and hails from Peki number 2 in the Ashanti region. So we now have my colleague from the Upper East region, that is Peter Gengwe, to tell us the opinions or expectations or views on people on the unveiling of the MPP's running mate. So Peter, tell us where you are and what is happening. Good afternoon and thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you very much. Good afternoon to you. Right here, I'm in the Bokatanga municipality, just in front of the National Investment Bank, along the commercial street here in the municipality. People are going on with their normal business. Today being the day that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia would be unveiling his running mate. A lot of our people are having opinions as to the candidacy or the support that Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh would be giving to the vice president or the presidential candidate of the New Patriotic Party going into the 2024 general elections. I just met some gentlemen here, and this gentleman would like to speak to me about his opinion about Matthew Opoku Prempeh, who is going to partner Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Thank you very much for your time. Your name, sir?
My name is Audu Abuwa. I'm from Bolgatanga.
Okay.
Napo the killer the light bill. The light is too high. First, if you buy light 50 you get 100 units. Now, if you buy lights 2 million, they give you 100 units. Why? We don't understand. They are just killers. You buy lights 121 units, 2 million. Why?
But that is different. Maybe when he comes into power, when he is the vice president, he would have a lot of things to do.
He's in power, you know, do it. If he want to come, he get invited, they will kill us. That's why.
Okay. So, yes. So
I'm Jefferson from
to the issue.
Yeah, I'm Jefferson from Bologa. But Napo, I wouldn't say he's not a good candidate, but 7 December will decide for us. So we are waiting for 7 December to see whether Ghanaians really like him or not.
Okay. You think that he can be a good candidate?
Oh, he can be a good candidate for one side or the other, but for me, 7 December will decide.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so you heard these two gentlemen who have just expressed their opinion. Let me just get to the other side of the road, because some people are also seated here and they wish to be part of this conversation, because in Kumasi now, I know that it is very busy there. And when I spoke to some of our people in Boga, some of them have even left the municipality. They've left Upper East region to go and be part of this ceremony in Kumasi. But let me engage these gentlemen here. Thank you very much for your time this afternoon. Yeah, so if you can speak to me, we want you to tell us about the candidacy of the running mates to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, Dr. Matthew Opoku-Prempeh. Yes, your name, sir. Okay, so it's like he's not yet ready to talk. But Uncle, if you can also share with us your opinion about Dr. Matthew Opoku-Prempeh's candidacy to partner Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Oh,
me, I have nothing to say.
Okay, all right. So he has nothing much to say, but I believe that some of them, they do not know him much. But Uncle, you know Dr. Matthew Opoku-Prempeh?
I don't know him.
You don't know him? He is the energy minister, and he is also going to partner Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia in the 2024 general election.
He's a very nice man. He's correct man.
So you think that he can be a good candidate for that? Bawumia?
He can do.
How about you, Uncle?
Where from you?
I'm from GBC.
GBC.
Yes, please.
Yeah, he's right. He's right. He's right to partner.
Okay. So if you say so, why?
He's a Ghanaian, and he's capable. He's an MP before. Is he not the MP at Manhyia also?
Exactly.
Yes, he can partner.
Okay. All right. So we heard them. They have also expressed their opinion there. I think that let me see if I can speak to the last person here. Yes, thank you very much, Uncle, for your time this afternoon. We are live on GTV. We want to find out from you about this ceremony that is currently ongoing in Kumasi. They are going to unveil Dr. Matthew Opoku-Prempeh as the running mate to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
Yeah, it's a good thing for NPP because they have done very well by choosing Dr. Bawumia, a northerner, and Matthew Opoku-Prempeh, a southerner. Look at the party strength in the Central region. That is a good thing they do to help the party win 2024 election. Matthew Opoku-Prempeh was the Minister of Education. In 2017, he was the Minister of Education. He started with the free secondary school. It's a good policy for this country. It has done very well. So partnering with Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is a good thing for the party. So for me, this I've thanked God as an NPP man. And God has put Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and Dr. Napo, the two doctors.
Yeah.
The president of the election.
People are describing him as arrogant. Is that something to say about it?
Of Ghana. They call Nana for the arrogant, but he's become a president of the Republic of Ghana. They will call Dr. Napo arrogant. It's the same thing. For Ghana, they will call you whatever name they want. But what you have to do to show that you are not arrogant, you are really ready for the job. And he's ready for the job. 90% of NPP supporters support the cause of the government to become the running mate of NPP. When it comes down, there's no two way about it. 90% of NPP supporters are in support. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, finally, what's going to be your message? Do you think that people will support?
Oh, the message is there. It's clear.
Okay.
The NPP has done very well in 2017 to 2024. And they were choosing in Neda somebody to lead the party from the north. First in the history of our tradition. Look at the performance of the party in the north. Put somebody, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, to lead the party. It's a good activity for us. I have been a Northern People Party member. My father was a supporter of the Northern People Party. My mother was a supporter of the National Liberation Movement formed by Kosovo in the 1954. And these two parties came together to form the United Party with the Great Congress Party. So I'm proud to be a Northerner, and I have and my brother a Northerner to be the MP. It's a very good thing.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much, Uncle. Okay, so you heard my uncle who had just also given his side of the expectations from Ghanaians when it comes to the 2024 general election. He is saying that Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh is the right candidate or the right person to partner Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Let me still, they are having some games here. You see that they're just playing some card games here. Uncle, if you can equally have something to say about it. All right. Okay, so you want to say something about it? No. So I think for Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh to partner him can also lead them to victory in the 2024 general elections.
Thank you, Peter. So those were some opinions from the Upper East region on Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh's unveiling this afternoon later in the day. We'll go for a very quick break after we take you to another region if it's possible. Do stay. Yes, thanks for staying on. Still watching Real Time, coming to you live from our studios here in Accra and streaming live on our Facebook channel, GBC Ghana. So we've been talking this morning on the unveiling or introduction of Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh Napo, who is the running mate now to the flag bearer of the NPP, Dr. Bawumia, for the 2024 general elections. He has been introduced to Otumfuo and later he'll be introduced to the general public. So we are sorting out views on what people are expecting. So we move you straight to Cape Coast. Kingsley, good afternoon and thanks for joining us. What is happening in Cape Coast and what are the Cape Coast people also saying about the introduction this afternoon or later in the day?
Like you rightly indicated, here is Cape Coast, and of course, Central Region. I must say that here is where President Tame, when it comes to politics, you know the way the people of the region are doing. As I speak with you today, this morning, many of the MPP group, some of the sound ones that I have spoken to, people that I had wanted to engage, so far as this conversation is concerned, have all moved towards Ashanti region. Of course, they are going to support the unveiling of the running mate for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, the Vice President of the Republic, who, of course, is also going to represent the party at the national level. And as I speak with you, I have been to Cape Coast. Here is Kingsway, to be precise, and I want to be engaging some supporters of the party to tell us about what exactly they make of the nomination. Many people that I will speak to offline, they tell you about so many good things Honorable Napo comes to the table with. Others also have issues, and of course, it's been a general thing. Some talking about his arrogance, some talking about his tribalism, comments, and so on and so forth. But let's speak to Mr. Opon Mensah. Opon Mensah, to of course also tell us what exactly he makes of the Napo Bawumia affair. And today that is being unveiled. Mr. Opon?
Yes.
Afternoon.
Good afternoon.
All right. So tell us, today is the day Honorable Bawumia is being unveiled in Kumasi. You are a party person. Name nomination. On name I'm expecting to win.
Oh, Napo Matthew Opoku Prempeh dear. tama sa position better ho mretente ne de na yenyire sutu say ono na obeko because if you say nipa bebre dey nipa bebre ya say we kwaye but yen de na yesusu say Matthew Opoku Prempeh and obetumi apɛ Dr. Bawumia ama na ye agree
then pan and one of one now so many names came up like all kind of it. Now no then pan and man standing out say on never saw pair
and no dear obidi susu ye no enye me susu ye but me de me susu ye a me di susu say na po ekwa eye ne say na po eba ministries be education ba na energy no ye hu sai bebre na ye nya faso bebre fi say tama on my no na ye nim education problems are ho to see oba education no ye hu say ne MPP say government ni peja education money say ye friends ehia for ma etimi nya kwan for school me people so na me di dwa me kuma se de ba ha na minim situation atam kra na school replacement MI no kwanya me ankasa me gina we me di mo example me ba to school be brave of people so we are bet if I say PSS by any school replacement by no me ba autosunsia and enya visitors 1 to 5 omu nyina me pay school fees na me how me firm wuni obi a wo bo na waye wadwen se obehwa kwara na manya ba gina enu bi ade agana fo yenhwe ne yenka ne yie kire se me se mahunu bibi kwara num we go school do okepus ha me mam yedu ne fo ati de me chi na me pay school fees etuye bibia to die bibia san high private hostel what you say private hostel when you school ni hostel
because of need to make the Minister of Education,
yes,
especially PSHS,
yeah,
the time I know you minister,
yeah,
and then quantity in a young shahu, na yanke say obedi na ministry juma different from partnering a presidential candidate. Woman yami I don't know who we are. Obi vice president.
The minimum sir. Obeti me aye because obi enu wa why vice president if you see no why nye juma ministries be dia oponya ata. Na ye hwe modern body na papa ne di ye adwuma. Pen sama ni papa e ka for president. And so omunya fuduro di si ho. Enti ye dia make an say Ghana for onya fuduro na ye ntai Dr. Bawumia ne na po echi. Na de ye hu na titi ase no o betimi aye de akowie aboa wo ma wo oye titi o kan obi nke dabi wo kasa wo kan na me an kan ye na me kire wo entisa na po aye nipa o kan okre na obia ni ba asasi so oye pepe se de me kan ho asem pa you kun tia obi a obeka ne ho asem bo yes to say na po eni Bawumia ebetimi de Ghana ko ye nimpa
dem pan or de be kind no ebinum po say yan hwen ya bon so obedi tia ni po efida aba ni
da bi eni e sita entisa na say o fe say unim bibia ye prachi o mata na ebisi say de make unim disa wo ye vice unim bibi kura na chen wo master untimi metu na kunya so na wo be president na po oye vice na akofin bra amamu no be fa wieye nti so ono kwa ko dina presidential yi dia eye another time be yes no be ka say o time president
so now what the number ye na ye share ni se wo mo be ni wi a ejuma no e be start as a party person a dan pa na e wo no ho a o fi say mo hwa na yen system ma na ye ya ne nkasa na on to some people who send e be ya going forward no anya mo hwehwe na abekwe e dem pa na wo do ni system a o e wo no ho a o fi say enkoye we de yembo an no nsa ana yen tense no na yenkoye
ye okay na po eye asantini kuma se na mete menene 19 ye menene entre tim enti se oye bibi wo e fe say amamuo mu na enya mimi hu ye enti de wa obi ahu a ɔno mmom betumi atu nipa ko na kyɛ sɛ mpanimfoɔ no a edi party n'akyi no ɔmo so ɔmo na ɔmo bɛn ne yie enti ɔmo ehu biribi saa ɔsɛ ɔmo ne kasa sɛ wiase deɛ obi ani ho asɛm ni ne ho ɔmo deɛ meti
na ehu biribi saa da
me de me kyɛ sɛ me mɛni bebree saa nti me hu saa bɛte ne nka a TV so radio so ne ayi
okay
ɔta sɛ enti no me deɛ napo deɛ megye ne tum enya nu hɔ koraa na me de madwe support te yenyi na yeah
enti party for wo mu tie mu na ɛdan kind of support na ka ba wonim sɛ ebinom so I say wo madwen yɛ danka party na
ɛndeɛ saa na tie sɛdeɛ yɛhwɛ sɛ yɛnua alankramanten ate ne ho nipa ko di n'akyi saa na ɛfɛn sɛ NDC ebi si kuna du tie ne ho ebi ko tie ne na deɛ wɔm ni sɛ adwuma wo deɛ ebi wɔ hɔ adwuma wɔ party mu wɔ so mo yɛ ɔmo a ɔmo atete ɔmo ebi a obi wɔ problem bi ti a ɔde tie ne ho mpanimfoɔ no ɔso ɔmo hu na ɔmo frɛ no ɔmo ne ne tena se enipa yɛ nipa mimi nua ne ho koraa na ɔyɛ adeɛ ne ha me a bɛka sɛ aha me enti no obi wɔ saa tirimfo anaasɛ obi ayɛ biribi na ha no a ɛyɛ kasa kyerɛ na yɛn nyinaa yɛnka mmom na yɛn nyinaa yɛnka mmom na yɛnyɛ na ɛnyɛ fɛ na yɛmpagya abamu no ma ne kɔde na sɛ yɛsa ko yɛkyi bi ɛde owura bebree ba maka yi ɔsɛ Ghana fotu ɛde kɔ adwendwiri mu paa gye deɛ yɛabɔ yɛ brɛ wie o ɛyɛ yi a ayɛ yi anyɛ yi a yɛnam hɔ bɛnkwara ka ɛba no ɛde enti sɛ obi sɛ ɔbɛboa wo ba aba na kɔ sukuu bɛyɛ mfie mmiɛnsa na sɛ akumase na megyina ka mɛyi receipt a kyɛnkyɛnte akyerɛ wo ɛnka me nso mɛnya kakra di adidwa wate aseɛ ne nyinaa meyɛ madwen sɛ me papa mma me saa opportunity na nkɔ no enti mebɔ mu tiri mu kɔ sɛ me mma deɛ nsuo mu pawo papra mɛyɛ de ahwɛnkwaraa no enti mahu berɛ a ɛwɔ mu na sɛ nnɛ woba te fie for provision tɔtɔ bɔs na tɔ matress a ɔkɔda so ma ne nkɔ sukuu Ghanafoɔ moma yɛnka nokorɛ na deɛ wahuru bi pɛn no ɔhuru bi masɛ makɛti a mɛpa
na but last one the conversation is that ɔno ɔyɛ asante no sɛ ɔba at least ɛbɛboa for with the asante growth ebinom so tiri sɛ even na ɔhɔ no akampo na asante wɔ no akampo no ɔwɔ division ɔno ankasa ne activity de divide the party no mu mpo wɔ hɔ bebree nti sɛ ɔno no bɛka ho no a yɛyɛ different person ne deɛ a ɛka fine recently wofom sɛ ɔno Mahamud Bawumia vice president I was on no ne Kumas no ne chairman wants to me what the couple wasn't on one. There are certain people on no more town. It is a thing they say rather than on boom no for coming up when you're more good yeah. And it's winning BB
sa media obia be kan de obeka obia be kan de enso sa na tie NDC de omugu hoyi nsɛmbebre obia be kan de obeka sa na me kyerɛ sɛ wiase agyenyame ɛna asɛm ni ne nipa bia watimi wakame de abusua ne nua ne maame ne ɛba ntɛm kora ɛwɔ hɔ ɛnyɛ party a wofiri baabi a yabɛka bom a yɛn nyinaa yɛpɛ sɛ yɛyɛ baabi de yɛyɛ ɛna we MP enti we de ɛnya de a ɛna ɛnya de ɛnwanwa abusua me maame nua ne papa nua ne kora twitwa 19 ne we ayem sɛ yɛwɔ hɔ enti ɛno de ɛm sɛ me de kakra metimi akama MP ko nyinaa atie ni sɛ aduru hɔ biem aduru hɔ yɛyi na po sɛ ɔmmɛyɛ yɛ vice wo na pafon uni na pafon ɛyɛ adwuma yɛ a yɛ nyinaa bɛyɛ sɛ yɛbɛhyia Bawumia ma akufu ado adwuma a ɔbɛyɛ no ɔbɛtoa so na nkunimdie ne Ghana ahotɔ kakra wobɛkɔ so anyɛ sɛ wobɛhwɛ ne yie SS mahunu bi pɛn mehwɛ kora nkɔda num mahunu bi pɛn ɛnka me wɔdwa tiri a mede yɛ adwuma yɛn nyinaa yɛnya botrɛ MPP foɔ obiara ɛma na dwen hinhim na yɛn nyinaa yɛnka mmom na yɛnya dwuma ɛkasa kyerɛ yɛ ho na yɛnya nka bom na yɛmpia party no ma ne nkwani na ɛyɛ yi a ɛyɛ yi ma yɛnya
all right
so if you are
are watching us here from Cape Coast. This is it. This staunch party person that we just spoke to, and he said so many things, and of course expressing the opinion that no matter the situation, Napo is the right person to partner them so far as they are ongoing or the next election is concerned. I put so many questions to him, and he's trying to justify and all what he's saying that to him and many of the party members, they think that yes, Napo should be the right person for them, despite the fact that people have their own issue. It is that no, it is politics, and he's just a person, so it is expected that people will still have issues with him. So maybe that is it from here. If you have any other question for us, then we move on.
Yes, we are good to go. Thank you so much, Kingsley, for the time with us this afternoon. Of course, there will be varied opinions, and then we are hoping for what Napo has for us this afternoon. So that is all time will allow us. As we know, today is a big day for the New Patriotic Party today, as all is set for the official unveiling and or introduction of Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh, also known as Napo, for the running mate to the party's flag bearer, Dr. Bawumia, for the 2024 general elections. The event is expected to take the stronghold of the party. So we have Nicholas in Kumasi. He's been to the center or the event grounds. Let's see. He's still at Manhyia, of course. He's here. Nicholas, good afternoon. Thanks for joining us again. Quickly tell us what is happening at Manhyia now. Has Napo been officially introduced to Otumfuo Setu already? And what is the highlights? Afternoon, and where are you now? We know you are still at Manhyia. What is happening there? Has Napo been officially introduced to Otumfuo Setu already? What are the highlights?
Yes, I'm still at the Manhyia Palace, where we are still awaiting the arrival of the Vice President, Presidential candidate for the New Patriotic Party, that is Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh. They are yet to arrive. As I speak to you now, virtually all the people who matter as far as the traditional setting is concerned have already taken their seats and are patiently waiting for the arrival of the first, the Asante Otumfuo Opoku Prempeh. And then later, Dr. Matthew Bawumia and the running mate. These are the same people we are killing and patiently waiting for whose arrival here at the Manhyia Palace. But apart from these three people, you have virtually all those that matter. And we also have the national chairman and the general secretary of the MPP are present. We are waiting for the arrival here for the whole ceremony to kickstart. As I show you some pictures from here, Manhyia Palace, these are some of the chiefs and their queen mothers who have already taken their seat and waiting for the Asante, who is their leader, and then also the political leadership of the New Patriotic Party to also arrive so the whole ceremony can take place. But I want to take you to the fanfare that is also happening. The people are in the frenzy. I mean, the fanatics, members and sympathizers of the New Patriotic Party, they are all already on cloud 9. I mean, that's what you're seeing in your pictures now. They are very excited about the task of the fanfare, who is introduced traditionally and naturally the traditional leadership of the Asante. So, what you are seeing in your pictures, I want to take shots of some of the leadership of the party who are already seated. You can see in your shots, together with the Madam Rita Somaire, the vice chairman of the party. We also have, yes, you can see in your shots a former deputy assembly regional minister, Madam Elizabeth Atman, a former MP, of Porikrom, they've all taken their seat. Further at the end, you can also see Minister for Works and House, the Minister for Your Phone Kroma. And then this in your shot is the chief of Enjura, Nana Osei, Bema Osei, who happens to be the director of protocol at the office of the vice president. Then we also have some leaders of the MPP also already taking their seat here. Yes, you can see a former assistant minister and a former minister for efficiency and culture, Mr. Reverend Mr. Wap. Yes. Yes, and then some leaders of the party are already taking their seat here at the Palace. Then you can also see the interview to the media is Dr. Osu Akoto FPA, a defeated aspirant, presidential aspirant of the MPP. They've all taken their seat and are waiting patiently for the arrival of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and his choice of a running mate, Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh. So from the Palace, this is exactly what is happening. And I want to take a shot again at the setting of how the whole thing is going to look like on the arrival of the Asantehene Otunfo Osetutu when the whole activity gets started here at the Manhyia Palace. So you have the chief as a superintendent or lieutenant when he takes his seat or when he arrives here. And so these are the chiefs who are going to support him and provide him with yes, there are some of the things I want to take short of and to let you know precisely who and who are here. So you are now seeing some sort, that's the Tefamanhene, Nana Akinwa, Eduse Akinwa Amphim. And then some other chiefs who are also here to also grace the occasion and to receive and accept the choice of a running mate of the New Patriotic Party. So if you came back to the Manhyia Palace, Mavis, this is exactly what is panning out here. We are only waiting for the arrival of the Asantehene, then Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, and the choice of the running mate. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Nicholas, for that update again. We earlier spoke to Nicholas where he interviewed some party faithfuls who had already seated earlier, but now he's giving us some sights and sounds from the Manhyia inner court where they are waiting for the president, vice president, and Otumfuo Osetutu and the running mate for the New Patriotic Party. So today is a very big day for the New Patriotic Party as all is set for the official unveiling or introduction of Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh, also known as Napo, as the running mate to the party's flag bearer, Dr. Bawumia, for the 2024 general elections. So the event is expected to take place at the Jubilee Park in Kumasi in the Ashanti region, which is the stronghold of the party. But earlier, as we just saw, Napo will be introduced to Otumfuo for his blessing as the son of the land. So Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh, who is 56 years, is a former education minister, now the energy minister, and has been touted for the best role he played in TVET and free SHS and education infrastructure. He is a medical doctor and a politician and a lover of the grassroots. For now, his position as the MP is vacant because the party has officially opened nomination for it. So he's been described as a formidable choice for the flag bearer, Dr. Bawumia, to break the 8 come December 2024. That is all time will allow us. Do join us again tomorrow for another interesting episode of this program. Have a very good afternoon. The news comes up at 2 for more details of what is happening in Kumasi. Thanks so much for joining us. Good afternoon. And my name is Mavis Afe Champon.